So let's talk about messy, hilarious. I don't know. You saw a couple weeks ago. This went a little bit viral, kind of, sort of, only with the them folks that kind of got mad at Jess for saying, pretty common, basic, simple shit that we can't get right anymore. But the funny thing about this was Jess was trying to make a joke when this whole post started off. The young lady was talking about how she just got in a breakup, and her friends were all like, "Well, what do you need to Mark Lamont Hill?" Meaning, she's like an activist, pro-black, wokey woke, hall monitor nigga. That's my new phrase I got for them. Shout out to Van Lathan who acknowledged that he was a hall monitor. He's not the intellectual hall monitor like the niggas with the three last names or three names in total, like Mark Lamont Hill, Ibram Max Kendi, Hannah Nicole Jones, like them niggas with the three names that think that men can get pregnant and have babies, which is the point of this video. So it was funny that, and I don't really think Jess Larry is funny, but it was a dig at Mark Lamont Hill when the lady replied, when she was like, "Oh, I want a man for you that knows that only women can get pregnant." That was a dig at Mark Lamont Hill, who obviously in that interview with Candace Owens, she made him look stupid, and he started stuttering and all that shit. Y'all think Marcus is intellectual that be killing everybody on Joe Budden podcast, but ask him the color of his wife, or ask him, what can a man get pregnant, and that nigga just started stuttering all over the place. But I thought it was hilarious that she took that dig, and just not understanding that she does need to mark on my hill because she thinks the same way he does. She's another one of these Olayan friends, these FD signifiers for Harriet, these far left educated niggas that just think they're just dumb. Like, I don't care how you say that, they're dumb. So it's true that she needs a man like that, because regular average dudes is not on her level of activism and are not going to concede to those points that she clearly believes. But obviously the backlash came from it, and all the LBGT bacon, lettuce, tomatoes people got mad at just, again, this is not the first time, because she's voiced this before in previous viral posts, and they got mad at her. But this is another time they got mad at her, and I seen some moist ass dude going to do this. Don't just affect trans, it affects you too, because some woman who looked manly got killed by somebody, which had probably nothing to do with that fact. That, but they trying to tie black women into this, which is weird. But yeah, I think I have a couple clips to put in before this to point out that what happened with Candace and her and Mark Lamont Moist Ass Hill and this young lady. But it was funny that she just took that dig, like, I want for you to have a man who know the only. And the messed up part though is just didn't know that this woman is just like Mark. So she does need a Mark Lamont Hill. Her friends are correct, because normal people don't think like this, talk like this. And Jess did the most gracious, best thing to just concede to the point and say, okay, only people with uteruses is what the chick said, but only women with uteruses can have babies. And they agreed on that part. And Jess just gracefully bowed out and like, yeah, we're not about to do this right now. But yeah, that was my quick video. The shots that, this is like crazy where we at. And I'm gonna probably do more in detail videos about these hall monitor niggas, these far leftists that are super anti-capitalist, even though they all on YouTube making money and being capitalists and starting businesses, but they're super anti-capitalist and hate the rich or billionaires or whatever, don't think they should exist, and all while using everything that they promote, build, whether it's buying their cars or using their resources to make their own independent wealth. But that's a different topic. But we're going to talk about these hall monitor niggas, these, you watch their podcast, you see that one chick, well, he's not an intellectual, but he on that team too, with the weird shit, the cooking with grits or whatever this shit is called. But it's mainly like Olay and her friends, the FD signifiers and the Mark Lamont Hills and Ibram Max Kendi's, the Hannah Nicole Jones, like them niggas. Them hall monitor niggas. It's just like black people aren't liberal enough, they're not progressive enough, they're not pro-gay enough, they're not, we get blamed for a patriarchy we don't have. You can't get through any of those hall monitor niggas podcasts without someone mentioning the patriarchy for being at fault, which the black community doesn't even have one, but it's at the topic of every hall monitor nigga podcast. It's just always there. Like you can't literally it's either it's going to pop up at the beginning of the podcast or like 10 minutes into it. You're gonna hear that word in a negative light. But yeah, we're gonna talk about these home monitor niggas in the future.